Hello everybody, my name is Virus Littleboy. I am back to bring you guys the last video in my Windows NT 4.0 series. Today we will be looking at Windows NT Hydra, codename Hydra, or terminal server beta builds. We will be looking at a beta 1 build and a beta 2 build. The first build we will be looking at is build 307, which is the first beta build, which is beta 1 phase. Now, Windows Hydra, NT Hydra, or NT 4.0 terminal server, was made about a year after Windows NT 4.0 came out. So you can see we have a pre-release product named Hydra. It's Hydra, as you can see in the licensing. I don't think we saw the licensing in the other video, in the other NT Cairo ones. I don't think we've ever seen those in any of the beta builds, nor have we seen it in the final product, so that's kind of interesting. So it's doing the little main setup. The setup looks relatively the same, minus the license agreement that came up. So let's go ahead, let's remove any of the floppy disks I have, so we can go right ahead with the next setup. Here we got our OS loader. Here we go. Microsoft Windows NT doesn't show us the build number on this one, unfortunately. It just tells us Windows NT, so let's keep it going and see how this goes. So I don't have much information on these two builds. These, I don't have a lot. Oh, we have a different setup screen right here. Here we go. We gotta insert our compact disc named terminal server CD-ROM. And like I said, guys, I don't have too much information about terminal server. There's not much information out there that specifically talks about these builds. I honestly don't have it. Even if I try and find it, I honestly cannot find any information about these things. I only have relative, general information about Hydra, about it being, for terminal servers. So I am sorry, guys, I don't have way much information, but I'll do it the best of my ability to give you guys as much information as possible. So here we go. The setup looks a little different. Still has the same setup a little bit more. However, it looks more like the server setup. And if you guys saw any of the beta builds for the server about it, excuse me. Alright. So here we go. Server workstation. Here we go. It's nice, it's nice. Alright. So it's starting to network it, so we will have network capabilities in this operating system. So that would be nice. Alright. Here we go. It's just copying the files. I know it's a little bland, I'm sorry you guys. But here we go. So I can give you guys just a little bit of just some tiny bit of information, because there's not really much information. There wasn't really much information about Windows NT 4.0 that much. It wasn't really I wouldn't say, I mean, it was a pretty darn good operating system back in its day, but it really wasn't it wasn't a very, I would say, it's not very popular with right here in the abandonware community. I haven't seen much about the Windows NT 4.0. So here, Windows NT 4.0 was released in 1998. This allows users to log on remotely. So yeah, that was really nice. And it actually powers the remote desktop feature that first appears in Windows XP. So it's kind of the first instance we have on the remote desktop on here. So that's pretty cool. Here we go, letting this thing load. Here we go, new background, Windows base terminal server 4.0 beta 1. So here we go. Well, this the icon moves. Here we go. Let's go right in and see some different changes. Let's see what happened a year after all this 4.0 coming out. So let's see. Here we go. See, Windows NT looks pretty much the same. Looks pretty much the same to Windows 95, Windows NT 4.0, Terminal Server Beta 1, as you can see on the start menu. Excuse my mouse, guys. There's a lot more administrative tools here. Security configuration. There's a lot more. Here we go. So terminal server administration, here we go. Yeah, so if you guys are wondering what a terminal server is, a terminal server, or as if you guys have heard it called a serial server or a console server or a network access servers, it basically allows organizations to connect devices with an RS-232, RS-422, or an RS-485 serial inference to a local area network. So that's it's a little kind of strange for you guys to hear kind of stuff. So it's basically a console that kind of manages all the computers on the network, basically. And you can actually use usually serial ports and other stuff like that. And yeah, you can access the consoles anywhere from the network. So it's kind of like, it's just a management. It's for, I guess this is a more business-orientated operating system. Here we go, terminal server. This is Service Pack 3 apparently for NT 4.0. Okay, but it is a beta, so this is built on top of the Service Pack 3 for Windows NT 4.0. Here we go. So Regedit looks relatively the same. Nothing's really changed here. Here we go. Notepad. Notepad doesn't have the icon when we open it up there. All right. So at Explorer, we got our good old System 32. Here we go. Looks like a couple of things are new here. There's a lot of oh, here's our backup drives. They used tape drives back in the day as a little backup drive, so you guys don't know. Here we go. Let's go to the Win version. So Win version, base terminal server, build 307. So we know this is a 307 build. Here we go. Excuse my mouse keeps going off to the side. I apologize, you guys. Here we go. We got a couple more settings here. More about SCSI's sounds, PC cards, tape drives, and a server. Here we go. Ports, something I think that's new. I don't think so. The licensing, I think that one was, I think we've seen that one. And then UPS, which is the uninterruptible power supply. So here we go. That's in case of a power outage. I think I've explained myself in one of the other videos about what a UPS is. Alright, so here we got some new stuff. The Microsoft servers are something new. And that'll be about it, guys, for this one. Alright, let's make a quick transition to Terminal Server Beta 2. And that is going to be build, I'll give you guys the build number, excuse me, 373. That's the build. Alrighty, let's take a look at Windows Hydra build 373. So here it is, 373. We're looking up at the setup, and here we go. We actually have the little version number up there. So everything looks relatively the same. Still have to use the setup disks. Yeah, this one, the NT series always had to ask me for blank floppy disks. That was kind of annoying to do, but you know, it's just a little bit more work that I have to deal with. So this is the beta 2. So I assume that this was going to be I assume there's going to be a couple release candidates after this build, cause I'm not too sure, because I don't know the history on Hydra. I couldn't find much on Terminal Server at all. I could not find it at all. So it's I'm sure there's actual information there, but it's just not out there. There's not too much out there. I was trying to look stuff at the builds, you know, but I could not find it at all. So I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, here we go. Okay, let's see if we can move in. So still built upon Servers Pack 3. Here we go, build 373 right there, up on top of the screen. Alright, let's see if we can move in right into the setup. I think it should in a little bit. Here we go. Alright, so we got a new setup screen again. We got a new setup background. That's nice. Here we go. We got a new picture there. That's new. Alright, so I'm going to assume this is as close to the final product. I don't think I have any ISOs for this for access to Windows Terminal Server, so I don't think I have it. Anyway, so yeah, Windows NT 4.0. I was about to put 3.0. So this is listing mode, Terminal Server desktops. Here we go. So yeah, like as I explained, this is definitely for businesses. This is intended to be for businesses and used by businesses. So as you can see, there's a lot of business orientated features in this operating system. It's an NT. As I explained in my preview video, and Windows NT 4.0 was a lot less user-friendly. However, even though it was not as user-friendly, Windows 4.0 NT 4.0 was pretty much a very stable operating system. There were just only a couple of security roll-ups that they had to throw out because of viruses and some exploits that would happen. That was definitely during like the Y2K era and during the big Code Red worm. If you guys want a little bit more information about Code Red, you guys should use Google. That was a big. I could go rambling on about Code Red, about what happened there too. Here we go. Gotta start everything over here. Alright, VGA. Let's just get right to the desktop because I want to see what this looks like. Let's see what's different. Alrighty, so it's configuring Windows messaging. Alright, configuring. That was a new dial. That was a new box up there. Date and time indicated on your clock. Okay. Just do it. Setup is removing temporary files. Okay. Just restart the computer. Here's our OS loader. Seen this good. So yep, this is built on top of Service Pack 3 with terminal server build 373. This is the beta 2 phase of Windows NT Hydra, codename Hydra. So here we go, Windows Terminal Server 4.0 beta 2. Here we go. We got a definitely new background here. Does the icon still move? I believe it did move. So here we go. The startup screen looks the same. Let's go right into it. Let's see. What do we have here? If it ever loads, these operating systems are a little slow to load up sometimes. You know, what can you do? Alrighty, come on. Please load. Please load. Come on. There we go. So, okay, so now it doesn't say Windows NT, now it says Windows Terminal Server. That's pretty cool. Alright, so looks like something's different. We don't have a taskbar right there. We don't have the tray down there on the taskbar anymore, so that's a little new. Okay. Wonder why they took that out. Alright, so let's see. Telenet. Here we go. So that's new. That's something new. What is that? I don't even know. I'm not very familiar with these terminal server things. Excuse me. Excuse my ignorance. Oh, what's this? They have a new game. Is that pinball? Is that pinball? Oh my god. I remember seeing that in XP. Yeah, you guys knew you grew up in the XP era when the internet went down, or you didn't have any internet. You guys would just be playing this game waiting for the internet to come back on. I'm only going to play a couple short things about it. This is so cool. I think this is the first instance we actually see pinball. I never saw pinball on the other terminal server. I didn't see it in the last build, nor did I see it in the other NT builds. That was a really fun game. I actually enjoyed playing it so much. I remember looking up cheats on how to make the ball move, like make it move with your mouse and stuff. That was so cool. It was honestly one of the best experiences. This is just bringing back some nostalgia. Oh yeah, the tilt sensor thing. Where like, it would like, yeah, so I don't know why they had that feature. Just to make it feel like a real pinball machine, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it looks like it's in the last stage. It looks like it's just fully developed because it looks relatively the same, except for the color, because I mean, can't really help with the color. Alright, enough pinball, enough nostalgia trips. Let's check out the internet. Let's see what we can do. Internet Explorer. Internet does work, which is nice. Internet does seem to work. Alrighty. So let's see. Settings. So books online, I haven't seen that one. Okay, there's a couple more things here. Terminal server administration, component installer. Alright, that was still the same. Startup is always empty. I've never seen startup like have a file in there. Alright, games, we already saw the games. Hyper terminal. Okay, that's a new one. Repair box. Calculator. Calculator still looks the same. Not very different, should I say. Alright, let's take a look. So, oh, they changed the system folder. Now it's just Windows Server stuff. Right there, okay. Let's check out. Let's go to Program Files. NT, there's dial-up and hyper-terminal. Has pinball in there. It has the system folder. There's System 32. Let's see. Go all the way to the end. Where's the WinVer? Here we go. Terminal Server Service Pack 3. Build 373. Yep, sounds correct. Sounds like the build I'm reviewing. Alright, so Notepad still doesn't have the same icon up there in the corner. It's just a little thing, but you know, I'm used to it being the regular Notepad. Regedit looks the same. Nothing too different. Alright. Let's see, anything else I could find? Here we go. So multimedia. I think network was kind of a new one. Telephony. I don't think I saw telephony in the other one. Other than that, that's about it. So let's go to properties. Let's see. So you got two desktop backgrounds. One you can have it centered to the other one you can have it in the corner. So what a very nice desktop background. So plus the plus pack, I believe. This is the monitor settings. Here we go. So cancel. Alright. I think that's all about I have left, guys. That's about it. Oh, here's the network neighborhood. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me for this long, for a long time. Thanks for watching my videos. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for the support. Fire Slurple, signing.